What up, man? It's your boy Wall Street, and I'm back talking about a team that I've talked about way too many times because they don't deserve it at this point. The Phoenix Suns, with my official 24-25 NBA season recap for the Suns. This team is the most disappointing team in the league right now, and they have probably the darkest future in the league. So if you're a Suns fan, man, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you because I don't know what they do from here. Because they obviously have no draft picks. Went through this in one of my previous videos. Like, I don't think they own one of their draft picks outright until like 2032. Like, it's insane. Trade so many draft picks to get Kevin Durant, bring in Bradley Beal. So those picks that, even if they have some sort of condition on it, it's like the other team has swap rights. So Phoenix Suns could be real bad, and another team could just come in and take that pick because they have swap rights. So this team's going to be rough, guys. This team's going to be rough for a while. And I say that mainly because, obviously, if you have Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, maybe you could put something together. I am giving Kevin Durant like a 5% chance to be on this team by the time next season starts, because he had that whole, episode with Draymond Green on Draymond's podcast talking about, I want to finish my career on my own terms and this, that, whatever, and like publicly talking about how the Warriors might have traded to get him, and he said no. And this, I was like, dude, like, you're just so not locked in to what is going on with your own team. Like, if you were really locked in, you wouldn't be paying attention to any of that. You'd be like, I'm here with the Suns. If they trade me, that's up to them, right? So I'm going to say it's probably likely that he winds up on another team to start next season. And if not, he's definitely getting traded by the deadline. But I would imagine he's going to get traded before next season. He has 1 year left on his deal. Next season, getting paid $54.7 million. He's currently 36 years old, going to turn 37 in September. So I'm a huge fan of KD. I love his game. I think he's an amazing player. I just don't think at this point in his career, he's a guy that wins you a championship by himself. And I honestly don't think he wins you a championship being the best player on the team. I think what we've seen from Kevin Durant is, he kind of needed, I don't know if I want to say needed, but he won championships being around a ton of other talented players where, I wouldn't even say, because a lot of people say Kevin Durant was the best player on that Warriors team when they won those championships. I think it could go either way. Like, I think Kevin Durant and Steph Curry were evenly as good, right? And I just think Steph Curry is a different type of animal. And the way the Warriors play, it's different. Should Kevin Durant go back to the Warriors? I think that'd be super interesting to see. I honestly don't know if they'd win a championship. I think they probably could. But, Kevin Durant, Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, Draymond Green. I mean, they got to trade somebody to get Kevin Durant, unless he's just going to wait, the whole season playing in Phoenix, not caring about the team, and then, goes to, Golden State as a free agent. I mean, I just don't see any of that happening. It seems a little too far-fetched for me. But yeah, dude, I really don't know about what we're gonna do here with this Suns team, man. Because that's the thing is, like, at least if you trade him away, and you could be bad, this and that, whatever, it'd be different. I've heard some crazy, interesting, like, hypothetical trades though, where it's like, because the Wizards have the swap rights to a lot of the Suns picks. I think next season we have swap rights with the Suns, and I believe we have swap rights in 2030 and like 2028. We have a couple from the Bradley Beal trade. I saw a hypothetical trade where it's like Kevin Durant gets traded to the Wizards because Kevin Durant's from DC. Maybe he wants to go back home. Who knows? And they trade KD to DC, and they get back their rights to those picks, right? That, honestly, is the best thing that they could probably do. If I'm the Wizards, though, I'm not doing that trade. No way. No way am I doing that trade. Because let's be realistic here. The Wizards are not getting Kevin Durant and then winning a championship, right? Clearly, they couldn't win a championship. They couldn't even make the playoffs or the play-in with Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Kevin Durant, okay, in Phoenix. You're telling me that the Wizards, that were just the second worst team in the league, and I love them, love my Wizards, But you're telling me you add Kevin Durant to that, and they're just immediately a playoff team that's going to the chip? That's not happening. It's just not happening. So, to be real, if I'm the Wizards, I'm not doing that. So I think, and why would KD want to do that either, right? He probably wants to win another chip. That maybe he doesn't. I don't know. And if he wants to win another chip, he's got to go to a team like LA, the Lakers or the Clippers. He's got to go to a team like, I don't know, Denver. He's got to go to a team like Golden State. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. Got to go to a team like Houston. I actually think Houston would be an interesting team for him. I just don't think he fits that team, and I don't think they should give up everything they have to get Kevin Durant. I think it'd be interesting to see Kevin Durant in a Miami Heat jersey. I think that'd be an interesting thing too. And I think the Suns realistically could get something from the Heat for Kevin Durant. Like, could get a worthy package from the Heat for Kevin Durant. So that'd be interesting. Like, if the Suns could pick up Jaime Jaquez, maybe some draft picks. Maybe they pick up Jaime Jaquez. Maybe they pick up Jaime Jaquez and Kel'el Ware. Then you see what happens, right? That would be a great trade for Phoenix. Will Miami do that? I don't know. So, but let's stop talking about Kevin Durant for a second. Bradley Beal ain't going anywhere. Has a no trade clause. Is getting paid $53 million next season and $57 in the 26-27 season. Getting paid $57.1 million. That's a player option. He's taking it. No way he's not taking it, right? Devin Booker is there until the 27-28 season. He'll be a free agent, unrestricted free agent in the summer of 28. He's getting paid $61 million in the last year of his deal. I think he likes Phoenix, but I think he'd be willing to go somewhere else. So there could be a real thing this offseason where Kevin Durant and Devin Booker get traded. Bradley Beal's not going anywhere. So I do think you could trade Kevin Durant. I do think you could trade Devin Booker. You could probably trade Grayson Allen. I like Nick Richards. I hope they keep Nick Richards on the team. I think Ryan Dunn's a good piece. Ryan Dunn would probably have to go in a lot of these trades, though, if they don't have the leverage. Like, if you really are trying to trade Kevin Durant and, you're trying to get a lot back, you're probably going to have to give up Ryan Dunn, right? He's like the main rookie on that team. Really did, play significant minutes this season, and I thought he was a good fit, turning into a 3-and-D type of guy. Plays hard on defense. So that was a bright spot for Phoenix. I'd be excited about Ryan Dunn if I'm a Phoenix fan. The craziest thing, though, is I don't know what's going on with Bobo, right? Like, they played him and then they stopped playing him and they play him again. And it's like Bobo's only 25. He's been doing crazy stuff. They gotta give this dude minutes somewhere. So I hope he finds what he needs, whether that's in Phoenix or not. He's gonna be a free agent this offseason. So Tyus Jones, also a free agent this offseason. I thought he was gonna really make this team click. I guess not. And obviously Mike Budenholzer, was fired. So what coach are they gonna bring in? They've had coaching changes, I think, every season for the last 3 seasons. So this team is all over the place. It's just scrambled. And I think until they actually figure out, okay, what's the direction? Are we blowing this thing up? Are we giving it another run? What are we doing? Until they figure that out, we're not this team is going to be doomed, right? I think if you're going to rebuild, start now. It's going to be tough, but maybe you can get some draft picks back. And then by the time a couple years go by, you're going to have, picks coming back to you. I mean, look at what the Knicks did. The Knicks were really bad for a while, and they had no draft picks. They had traded all their draft picks until Lord knows when. And then they finally kind of came back, right? They got R.J. Barrett, 3rd pick in the 2019 draft. They started having draft picks again. It was really like the mid-2010s where they didn't have a lot of draft picks. But they're good now, right? And, Phoenix is obviously not super comparable to the market that New York is. But I think people like Phoenix. I think people mess with Arizona. I mean, Scottsdale's an awesome place for athletes and people alike. I just think there's benefits. People can come to Phoenix. I think people enjoy Phoenix. There's good taxes there and stuff like that. That's the thing that a lot of athletes think about. So who knows, man? But this team has got to trade some people. Players have got to get moved on this team. They have an incredibly high payroll, and that's not going to really diminish naturally until the 27-28 season, right? You have a lot of people come off the books after next season, but still, You still got Bradley Beal and Devin Booker under contract on huge deals in 27 and 28. In 26, 27. Next season is Kevin Durant's last season of his deal. But still, you got way too much money being paid out right now. So you got to figure that out, restructure it, and we'll see what happens. But if you're a Suns fan, I mean, please comment down below. Let me know how you're feeling. I hope you're doing all right because this was a rough season. You guys made it to the finals in 2021. It was looking real bright. Phoenix had a really strong rise from 2020 to 2021. I should say 2019 to 2021. And, I don't understand why teams just blow it up so quick. I think if Phoenix kept the team they had with Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, they could have ran it back. I just think you'd be in a better position than you are now. But, people in the NBA can get greedy, ownership, GMs, front offices, and this is what happens. Sometimes it doesn't work out, and it really does just kind of fire back in your face. So I'm praying for you Suns fans. I hope some big moves go down this offseason. Your draft pick is going to Houston. So hopefully they don't wind up in the top 4 and Houston gets that top 4 pick because they certainly don't need it. They're loaded with talent over there. So, man, let me know in the comments, though. If you're a Suns fan, if you're just an NBA fan, let me know what you think about the Suns. I want to hear your thoughts. Let's link, let's build, let's talk, let's do all that. I'm going to catch you guys later, man. Stay safe, stay up, stay blessed, stay humble. Handle business, stand on business. Peace out.